Hello class, we were studying the lesson electricity and circuits. So, in the previous class we have studied about the electric cell and electric bulb. Let's continue the lesson. A bulb connected to an electric cell. How to connect a bulb to an electric cell? Let us study. What we have to do is take four lengths of electric wire with different colored plastic coverings. Then we have to remove a little of plastic covering from each length of wire at the ends. Can you see here the end of the wire? We have removed the plastic covering. This would expose the metal wires at the ends of each length. So we can see the metal wires here. When we remove the plastic covering from the ends of the wire, we can see the metal wires. Fix the exposed part of two wires to the cell and the other two to the bulb. Can you see in the picture here? Two wires are connected to an electric cell. You can stick the wires to the bulb with a tape, and you can use the rubber band or tape to fix the wires to the cell also. So what you have to do is you have to connect the wires fixed to the bulb with those attached to the cell in 6 different ways. So in each way, you have to check whether the bulb will glow or not. So can you see the first figure here? Here the bulb is glowing. That means the wires are connected properly. Whereas in the other four cases, second, third, fourth and fifth, the bulb will not glow. In the sixth case also, the bulb is glowing because the circuit is connected properly. We have to connect one terminal of the electric cell to the other terminal through wires properly. Then only if the two terminals of the bulb are connected to the two terminals of the electric cell, then the electric current will flow or electricity will flow. Such an arrangement is an example for electric circuit. Between two terminals of an electric cell, the bulb is connected, so the current flows through the circuit and the bulb glows. In an electric circuit, the direction of current is taken to be from the positive to the negative terminal of the electric cell. You can see in the figure, the current flows from positive to negative side. When the terminals of the bulb are connected with that of electric cell by wires, the current passes through the filament of the bulb. This makes the bulb glow. How will the bulb glow? When the terminals of the bulb are connected with the electric cell by wires, the current passes through the filament of the bulb. This makes the bulb glow. Sometimes an electric bulb does not glow at all, even if the cell is connected properly, even if the circuit is connected properly. You know why? Because the bulb may have fused. So a fused bulb will have a broken filament inside. There will be a broken filament inside a fused bulb. So the electric bulb may fuse due to many reasons. One reason for a bulb to fuse is a break in its filament. A break in the filament of an electric bulb means a break in the path of the electric current between the terminals of the electric cell. Therefore, a fused bulb does not light up as no current passes through its filament. One small activity is given where you have to take a torch bulb and you need a cell and a wire. What you have to do is you have to remove the covering, plastic covering at the tips or at the ends of the wire. Then you have to connect the wire to the base of the bulb. One more end of the wire is connected to the negative terminal of the electric cell. You can use a rubber band in order to connect the wire to the cell. Then what you have to do? You have to bring the tip of the base of the bulb to the terminal of the electric cell, that is positive terminal of the electric cell. What will happen? What can you observe? We can observe that the bulb will glow. If you move the bulb away from the terminal of the electric cell, the bulb will not glow. When the wire is connected from the positive side to the negative side, and again there is complete circuit from the base or the tip of the electric bulb to the electric cell. Here it will be connected once again. So there is complete circuit and electric current will flow from the positive side to the negative side, again to the filament of the bulb, and the bulb will glow. This is similar to that of a switch used in case of a torch. Electric switch. Just now we had an arrangement for switching on or putting off our homemade torch by moving the base of the bulb away from the positive terminal of the electric cell. What happens when we move the bulb away from the positive terminal of the cell? The circuit becomes incomplete. The flow of current will be stopped. So the bulb will not glow. And that was a simple switch, or it is considered to be a switch. Even we can make simple and easier switch to use in our circuits. In order to make a simple switch, we need 2 drawing pins, a safety pin, 2 wires and a small sheet of thermocol or wooden board. What we have to do? Insert a drawing pin into the ring at one end of the safety pin and fix it on the thermocol sheet. We have to make sure that the safety pin can be rotated freely or it can be moved freely. Now, fix the other drawing pin on the thermocol sheet in a way that the free end of the safety pin can touch it. That means there must be little gap between both the drawing pins. When the pin comes here, it must touch this drawing pin. When the safety pin comes here, when we move it, it must touch the drawing pin. The safety pin fixed in this way would be your switch for any activity or circuit. If you want to make a circuit by connecting an electric cell and a bulb with the help of the switch what you have prepared just now, then what may happen if the safety pin is away from the drawing pin? We say that the switch is in off position because the safety pin is away from the drawing pin. It is not connected here. The circuit is disconnected. So the bulb will not glow. So now we say that the circuit is incomplete and it is in off position, or the switch is in off position. If the safety pin is covering the gap between the drawing pins, Then the switch is set to be in the on position and the circuit is complete. The current flows and the bulb also will glow. So what is a switch now? Switch is a simple device that either breaks the circuit or completes the circuit. The switches used in lighting of electric bulbs and other devices in our home work on the same principle, but they may have different designs, isn't it? Yes, what is a switch? A switch is a simple device that either breaks the circuit or completes the circuit. We have to study the inside view of a torch. We can see the bulb which is glowing, reflector. This is the plastic casing. Then switch by the side. Two cells are connected. That means a battery is used. When two or more cells are connected together, it is said to be battery. So here batteries are used and a complete circuit is formed, isn't it? See here, from the bulb the wire is connected to the switch. From the switch again it is connected to the negative side of the cell. Again this is the positive terminal. Again positive terminal is connected to the negative terminal of one more cell. Again the positive terminal of the cell is connected to the base or the negative terminal of the bulb. Now the circuit is complete and the bulb glows. You can control it by using the switch. Electric conductors and insulators. In order to make the circuit, we have used wires, isn't it, children? A metal wire. So can you make a circuit with the use of cotton thread instead of metal wire? No, isn't it? So materials are there which will allow current to pass through them. For example, metals will allow current to pass through them. Such materials are called as conductors. Insulators do not allow current to pass through them. If we recall the activity what we have done, in activity when we had made a switch, the switch was in the open position. When the two drawing pins were not connected with each other through the thermocol sheet, thermocol is an insulator. Since the bulb does not glow when there is only air in the gap between the drawing pins in the switch, it means that air is also an insulator. Conductors and insulators are equally important to us. Switches, electrical plugs and sockets are made up of conductors. On the other hand, rubber and plastic are used for covering electrical wires, plug tops, switches and other parts of electrical appliances, so that when people touch them, they must not be harmed. Your body is also a conductor. Human body is a conductor of electricity. Therefore, we have to be very careful when we handle electrical appliances.